Oh man, tell you one thing, I'm getting strong as hell, bro. Strong as hell. Ain't got no time for you Karens. That's right. You Karens are everywhere. All the Karens, they do the same thing. The Karens, they'll come around you, approach you, play games, pretend, do stuff they got no business doing. Right? Be around you when they got no business being around you. And then that's what they do. They try to whine and complain because they jealous. They don't like seeing a man, number one, who's in shape. They don't like seeing a man who accelerated himself and succeeds. A lot of these so-called women, they ain't trying to see men do well. They trying to keep us down. So I want all of y'all who are aspiring to be men to pay attention to that fact because it's very important in this society. So number one, I think I've made myself perfectly clear. Remember, it's not a problem for me to restart a show. If I don't like how a show goes, it's no problem. I just delete it and I come right back with the truth again. I want my show to be in the right energy and a peaceful, positive energy, right? And they always are, but I just want to make sure that like I'm completely at peace when I'm delivering my message because this is all about spiritual, right? So, you know, my conversation, my rhetoric cannot be manipulated. That's all I'm going to show you. I mean, if anybody's laughing here, trust me, it's me. I'm laughing all the way to the bank. That next check is already almost 18 bucks, bro. It's a wrap. It's over with. And like I said, it's just so funny how the enemy, they tell on themselves and they constantly show their cards. And like I said, projection ain't gonna get you nothing to nowhere. You feel me? Yeah, no. Acting and pretending means nothing. I don't care what people type, what they act and pretend about. I care about what's real. And right now, the only one laughing is me. Straight to the bank, baby. Making good money, right? We getting this all on the road. If that check already almost 18 bucks, that's good money. Like, what did I say it was at last? I can't even remember, bro. I know it wasn't anywhere near there. There's no way. Wasn't it just starting? I'll have to go back and see or if I can remember. But that check was, I just barely started building this check. And we already that close to 20 bucks. That's pretty good, man. We still got time in the month. It's only the 8th. Okay. So about the first third of the month or so, right? Right where we need to be, right on track. So we'll get over 20 bucks probably by tomorrow, pretty much guaranteed, I think, because all my videos are doing mad views, thousands of views. So like I said, the situation doesn't need to be explained. The reality doesn't need to be explained. It's clear as day what it is. So a lot of people when they feel feels right now because they don't like seeing me win. I kind of gave a late wave to that bus driver. He was trying to wave at me and I missed it because I was looking down, but I tried to wave back. I try to show love and support to everybody, man. That's what I'm here for. So, like I said, everything we do is positive. Like I said, I just think it's funny that people think they doing something and on something that they ain't doing nothing. You ain't on that. I'm not on that. You ain't on nothing, right? Hey, like I said, man, I'm over here winning, baby. However you feel about it, that's your business. I ain't trying to hear it. See what I'm saying? That's all. I'm gonna step out of the chat for a minute because, like I said, people have to talk to me one way with respect because I've earned mine and I'm your superior. Everybody, like I said, we operate above the feds. I ain't hearing nothing nobody talking about. Can't nobody tell me what to do. Can't nobody stop me from making my money, running my business. No matter what, there's nothing you could do on God's green earth. No matter what plot the devil tries to think of, it's all going to backfire every time, and it wouldn't matter because it just they can't stop me now. It's too late, man. You're too late. It's a wrap. I won. So it's like, if that's what we're going to do, y'all going to sit there and continue to show that, you have a one trick pony act. That's exactly what I want. These so-called enemies, like I said, with enemies like this, you don't need friends because they give me what I want every single time. Every time. I'm also figuring out, I think, how to kind of work out my biceps because I'm feeling them today. Hold on, I'm going to take a video of this here bicep. That's how ridiculous I'm getting because I'm figuring out how to do the biceps on the bars, and man, I'm getting strong. I mean, I'm getting stronger. I can tell I'm making progress still. It's in different aspects, but it's working, man. Hold on. do 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 do. Oh, Danny boy. So yeah, like I said, I am the one who possesses the dragon spirit. I got all these people in a craze and an uproar over little old me, and I'm loving it, man. But yeah, I think I figured it out how to kind of train biceps, man, because I'm feeling it. Like I can feel like my body is filling out too. Body's filling out. I'm figuring out how to do biceps on those bars, and it's working, man. That's the sheriff right there. Here, give me a second, because I want to do some more videos here in a minute. All right, very nice. Very nice. I had somebody honking me while I was trying to do my video. That was kind of funny. So I'll put up my little reaction on there. Should make for a funny video. But yeah, man, like I said, we winning, man. We getting all the people. I'm getting all the people behind me, behind us. Hold on, let me let my baby know I'm live. Hold on. I never forget about Christina. That stuff looked like it was almost part of what are they called? Pinata. I ain't had a pinata party in forever, man. I miss those pinatas, man. Back in the day when I was small, those little pinatas were exciting, man. They'd have tons of candy. I would always get nervous about it. I don't know why. It just made me nervous. I don't know. I didn't really know what I was doing. I don't know if I would like miss sometimes. I don't know. I was pretty small. But yeah, man. Like I said, don't be mad at me because y'all couldn't succeed. Don't be mad at me because you're everything that you project every day towards other people, innocent people online. Like I said, what you go online typing for? Like I said, it seems like you have a lot to say. How come you ain't saying none of it? Like I said, I mean, everything that you said has been proven incorrect. I mean, I know you've got to be triggered and pressed over there because you take time out your day to really come over here and type nonsense and then type LOL when you're not laughing. Anytime you type LOL, it means that, like I said, you cannot handle this success. It's really, really bothering you. So please keep telling me how you feel. Because, like I said, I know that y'all talk backwards. Like I said, I'm not here for that. I just ain't trying to hear it. I'm here to hear positivity and people who are showing love and support. Other than that, you can feel whatever way. I mean, honestly, it makes me feel better. I like it. You don't get you fueling me. I mean, you don't get I love that stuff. So that's all I'm saying is, you can do what you want to do, but you still got to be real. You understand? Do you remember when other people told Tone Space the same thing? Said, "Come on, bro, be real. You copy everything I do. That's all he does is try to imitate people because he has no personality." This dude really put up the weirdest thing. How you doing? The weirdest thing I've ever seen. Let me go ahead and get you out of here. I'm not a fan of that actor, homie. You see all that stuff that you on? I'm a street dude. I don't get down like that. So see, like I just don't do that whole energy because it's soft. I'm a very tough guy. So it's like that's why y'all are so phased by my presence. That's why you really want to get online. That's fine. If you upset, whatever, no problem. But all that stuff that you kicking and talking is fake. And it's not having any effect on me. Bro, if you haven't figured out by now that nothing affects me, I give up, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I done did too much for y'all to get on here and play games like that. That's just weird. But be my guest, keep doing it. Like I said, I'm just going to use it as incentive to get stronger. Like I said, if you're trying to get me to be angry, I have no issue with that. I'm supposed to be working on getting angry. I'm supposed to be working on getting upset and mad and enraged and using it as a tool. So we could do that all day because that's just training for me. That's what you don't get. I'm not afraid of anything that comes from my anger. See, that's the problem with this whole paradigm of reality. This society and this system tries to teach you that you should be ashamed of your gifts. My anger is a superpower. It's a gift. If I get angry, it's because that's the whole revolution. I'm a revolutionary. That's standing up for yourself. That's what you're supposed to feel. That's why I never understood none of that. Because this society tries to program you that, oh, it's a bad thing. I always said that. I said, it's not a bad thing. It's not something you want to suppress. They want to suppress it because they're scared of it, because they know it's the truth, because you're pointing out their hypocrisy. They fear people like me. That's what y'all all feel like, this whole system. Y'all are just people who support the system because you have nothing else to support. And we're going to wake you up too and hopefully get you to believe in God. You see what I'm saying? Hey, listen, you can't say God's name in vain. That's the worst sin you can commit. So like I said, good luck, Ping One. Have fun with that, Ping One, because God's a watching. Yes, play with the numbers because you're mad, triggered, impressed, and upset at the facts being stated, and that tone space got exposed. Remember, all that's happening and the only thing that matters is what's on the screen, what is said vocally. If you cannot get your voice on this show, you have not stated any position. It's that simple. That's right. I don't have to close a chat to be empowered. What you type in a chat is irrelevant. See, no, I'm just trying to explain to you how this works. And if people are going to act like they don't have to listen, I don't have time for that. You don't have a choice. Just like I told people they have no choice but to pay me and support me. You really don't have a choice. I don't leave a choice. Batman has literally won against the entire criminal underworld single-handedly. Is the real deal. Like, I'm glad that people find it entertaining, but there ain't nothing entertaining about me and what I do. It's serious business. That's why, you know, people like that, I just laugh because it's like they be fake laughing. I'm like, you're laughing because you're trying to get comfortable with it. Because what you don't want to conceive is the concept that this guy is really the real deal and he's doing this right in front of our eyes. You understand? That's what's happened this entire time. There's nobody who can do what I do, bro. Nobody. They can't walk the miles I walk. They can't have this much coverage and this much power. You got to give credit to a man at some point. Y'all still talking about this system. What has this system done for you? Y'all talk about Tesla. What has Tesla ever done for you? Ever. What have any of these companies or the corporate structure that's demonic and ruled by Satan and created by Satan, just like money's the root of all evil in the wrong hands, right? What has it done for you, this system, besides keep y'all working, enslaved to a system, impoverished, struggling all the time, and having no free will? You gotta remember, man, I'm 35 years old. I've lived those entire 35 years completely free, pretty much all of it. If I was working, I was having fun. I'd get fed. They give me my meal. I've always been free. When I worked because I wanted to work. And like I said, they might throw me some new work opportunities around here in a minute anyway, because God is opening up these doors that, like I said, have been closed for all these years. So there's another wave. I think that they're opening up because of what I'm accomplishing here. So just because I'm doing this, I kind of knew it, but it's my gateway to kind of get my foot in the door, even in the valley, because I've been honestly just like, I've never received fair treatment down here. I'm just being honest. And it wasn't anything of my own doing. It wasn't anything, hold on. It wasn't anything's wrong with me or anything like that, or I'm doing anything wrong or I have any kind of issue. It's just, that's the way it is, you know, because like, I mean, I don't have to explain it. It's been explained. We all know why. You know what I'm saying? But my whole point is, you know, I think that this Batman thing is my gateway to open up some doors down here, and I'm happy about it. Hold on. So long story short, because I've accomplished all I've accomplished, especially down here, like I said, I give people no choice. They don't have a choice. And I don't take no for an answer when it comes to matters like this that I'm righteous in. You know what I mean? And that's the way you have to be. You have to be persistent. So now I'm a household name. Now people are starting to catch on, and now they're starting to support it instead of being mad at it. Why would you be mad at something that's for you and productive and positive for you? You get what I'm saying? Like, I've been the same righteous good man this entire time. You know, I don't forget how I was treated here or anywhere, but I do forgive and I move forward. And that's what life's about. You know, I mean, sometimes you're just dealing with ignorance. Sometimes you're just dealing with people who they don't know any better. They're not used to it. They don't know any better. And that's just the way this place has always been. And that's the thing. I'm opening people's eyes. I'm bringing the rest of the world and bringing it here. I'm bringing unity. Ooh, man, they mad triggered impressed. I told you, them numbers at 1,066 viewers right now because somebody's upset, right? And I think they actually like spend their money on these antics because they're upset. And that's what they do. They try to go online. They commit felonies across state lines that they'll all be going to prison for. And that's the best you can do. Hey, let me ask you something. Why don't you just let people succeed and sit down and that's it? If you have an issue with my success, how come you can never go about, you know, trying to get in my way of what I'm doing the right way legally? They can't even conversate, bro, without committing a crime. This is hilarious, bro. They don't understand. I got y'all, like, I own y'all. Straight up. When I got them to the point they can't even talk without committing another felony that's going to be added to the charges when we take this federal lawsuit to Supreme Court, I already won. You feel me? I already won. There ain't nothing they can do. And they just got to sit there and they got to put up with it. It's about that simple. Feel me? So at the end of the day, man, I don't care who's on my side. I don't care who's who. You know what I mean? Like, this is what it is, man. Like, some of these dudes, like, I do not care, bro. Some of them, they don't want to wave and say hello. Like, I'm from the country, bro. I say hi to everybody. Feel me? Like I said, some people might have a chip on their shoulder. That's their issue. I don't have one on mine. Feel me? I'm doing good. I'm getting it all going, getting it all moving, doing well, getting everything set up. That next check already almost at $20. And we doing the thing, man. Real talk. We really doing the thing. We making it happen. I tell you one thing, bro. We got a lot of folks angry. We've twiggled their wage like Cliffy Cupcakes. Right? Aren't that what they're doing now? They're resorting to doing documentaries on Cliffy Cupcakes that nobody's going to watch and nobody cares about. They keep adding names to their own list that they created, but still can't see that God is bringing karma. You keep typing, but you're trying to act like you don't see that God's bringing karma right to you. I mean, God's literally handling y'all. And you still got the audacity to type. See, that's why God said, vengeance is mine, because you never learned your lesson. That's a lesson that God is teaching you and going to teach all of you. I can guarantee that. That's between you and God. See, their issue isn't with just me. It's with God. So I expose the truth, how they're all demonically possessed. They're demons. They're all over YouTube. This is a demonic platform in the first place. Okay? They sit there and ask, why does Google allow this? Google was ruled an illegal organization in a courtroom already. Groovy Jimmy, you need to catch up. See, that's why I offered you to have a conversation, and you seem to not get the point. You're still just sitting there and not having it, so I can educate you on what's actually going on here. But like I said, he said the truth. Tone Space is terrified of me. Everybody's terrified of me. Everybody, no matter who it is. And at the end of the day, I'm just enjoying myself, man. So now that I know the game, because they show their cards, we're just going to have fun. All right. I'll be back in a minute. Hold on. I got to do something.